Yaman, maraming abogado, itong mga treasurer auditor, makita mo pumunta ng Sandigan Bayan, magsabi pa na, Sir, minsan kasi mayor, kilala na Davao City, but sa region, bakit nandito ka? Sir, may kaso ako. Makita mo yung damit nila na, barong nila na. Sabi ko, bakit? Sir, demanda kasi yung kaso ng si Mayor man yun, sir, pirma lang kami, wala kaming magawa. Tapos makita mo, maawa ka na, ngutang pa kami ng sir. Ako, nag-overland lang ako, sir. From Davao talaga, initiniis ko. So, diabetic pa ako, sir. Sige, ako ihi. Tapos doon, only to be acquitted. Yung mga gano'n na, yung madali. Ako, piskal ako, yung tamad na, there being a prima say file the case. Ayaw, yan lang, there being a prima facie case. Let this case be filed in court. Tapos. Dyan ang mga mahirap. Yung mga mayaman, yung lahat na. Ilang taon nang hindi marunong mag-ano. Piskal ako, tingin ko, I do not have the evidence. Even yung kaya mga komunista. Why are we talking to each other? Bakit hindi nila masunog-sunog yung EPG ko? Doon, na pinuntahan ko nila sa EDSA. Sabi na, minumura ka doon ng, ako Hindi ko nagpunta ko. I was not there to look for you. I was just asking, bakit? Anong nagawa ko sa inyong tama yung minsan you need badly reforms in this. I suggest, ito na lang, magastos talaga ang Constitutional Convention. Now, do not tell me that the composition of that constitutional body would be wiser, would be more honest, walang pinoprotektahan na vested interest. Ako, I suggest that we appoint 24 commissioners. Kung gusto ninyo lahat ng retire ng mga justices, lagay natin. Few civilians, about 5, to prepare inyo. Kaya kay Cory, then just submit it to the constituent bodies. We get rid of some of the offices dyan na di mo na kailangan. But this is my take. Mag-constitutional convention ka, magbayad ka naman. Tag-2 per district. Maghingi ng opisina. Tapos magdebate niya, wala namang utak yung mga gagawin niya. Pariyo lang rin And I'm sure we will end up with something like the same structure, the same embodiment of a maybe democracy, maybe yung structures. But you will remember me for this. I am sure. When I'm gone and everything is not all right, you will remember me. If you do not reconfigure the unitary type of government now, which is the one that we're using, and if there is no change in Mindanao, there will be no peace until the end of time for the Philippines. I hate to repeat it again and again, but yung imperialistic practices, both in the Middle East and here in the Far East, created so much trouble for everybody. Well ahead of Magellan in 1521 when he brought in Christianity, Mindanao was already Islam ahead by about 70 years. Sabi nila 100 years, but when I read the archives of Malaysia, yung ng mga dyan sa Sulu, ang nila was the coming in of the Islam missionaries took place ahead of Magellan. Inilit nila yung Mindanao. But they were never able to conquer Mindanao. At that time, it was not territorial, it's about religion. Hindi talaga nila matumba because there was a poste. And that post was really Islam. Ngayon kung pilitin natin, ang MI ngayon is just, we were able to, the rest of Bebot, they were just to, hintayin natin, we will come up with something. If we are not ready to go federal, let us begin with a regional structure that's changed and give to the Muslims. Bahala na sila. Just like the Christians, marami rin corrupt na Muslim. Ay bahala kayo. Some are corrupt, some are not. Same here with us. Marami rin corrupt na Kristiyanos. And others. But bigyan mo talaga, bahala na kung ano gusto. Give them the piece of territory. Na ang sabi nila, nauna kami, bakit ngayon wala kami? So we'll have to redefine, including the acquisition or the transfer. You acquire, then you give. Or just by arbitrarily, by sabihin mo talaga, this is it. Otherwise, if you do not force the issue, there will always be war. And remember that this time, there is a new element that has entered the picture. ISIS. No, and during the first meeting of the cabinet, I distinctly remember, and during the first meeting with the sa command conference ko, sa lahat sila. When after all the discussions, nobody really was saying something about it. Sabi ko, gentlemen, meron. I'm sure they remember, alam niyo, there's a dark clouds looming ahead. And sabi ko, ISIS. Pagka nagmix yan ng mga extremists sa Mindanao, there will be trouble. And they will tell you that I was telling the truth. Exactly on the dot, to a T. They did come of this. Sabi ko, see? Kasi taga Mindanao kami, you can feel the ground. And most of us are related to each other. No, hindi lang full blood, but you know, my mother, my grandmother, my mother. Alam namin kasi, alam namin. Nagsasabi mo mga pinsan na, sa Moga, marami yan sa evacuation center. Kaya ang tanda niyo. Remember that. You will remember me. Tingnan mo. Ba, sinabi ni Mayor Ron. Katong MI pati sinor, dahil yung personal rapport na, magkaibigan na eh, sa katagalan kaano. Sabi niya, sige, we'll give you a chance. So give me a chance, it's my time. So, out of, sabi niya, lola ko, maranaw, so give me time. Pero itong pagpapamasok, pag sumunod ito sila sa ISIS, wala na. Good and very good. We are lucky because si Murad of the MI at si Sinor, ayaw talaga. They are not into extremism too. Ayaw talaga nila. That is why yung two main natin, hold sila. So yan ang nagbaliktad or they will join eventually when desperate na ganito pala. Wala, I don't know where I will. Dapat ninyong malaman yan. Itong governance, we will take care of that. I said in the next meeting, Sani can maybe give us a nutshell yung mga, and we will. Pero dito sa corruption, wala talaga. Pagka na-corrupt, kasalanan na ninyo yan. Ibig sabihin, ginusto mo rin na lukuhin ka ng... I said we are just workers of government. We are not even addressed as officials. I do not want the title. Nakukurnihan ako. We are workers of government and we work for the people. And we, much as possible, we want to earn honestly what's our keep for the day. Baski na konti. Pero itong sabihin ko sa inyo, kulang talaga sa pulis pati sa ano. Pag ang pulis mag first year, second year ang college o kagraduate lang, ang pulis hindi na nga pag-aral ng anak niya. That is why we'll just have to take care also of those guys there who are dying. What will happen to their children? I promised them that they put up a 50 billion fund. Sabi ko so that, alam mo, ayaw ko namang insultuhin. Everybody is listening all throughout the country. My apologies, but I do not mean to offend anybody. Sila mga graduate lang kung saan-saan dyan. But if they go for higher learning, there are limited schools na talagang merong Ateneo, UP, Lasal. Nila kaya yan. But kung meron, sana lang silang enough to sustain yung the gray matter between the ears, tawag ko nga dyan. You have that, they can always aspire for it. They can make use of the 50. Meron na akong 20. All I have to do is, kaya gusto ko marami mag-evade ng taxes. Pagka may nalaman ka nag-evade ng taxes, okay lang, hayaan mo. Ma-one time ko yan, tignan mo. Sani, sabi ko yun ang Sani, I need money. Okay, we'll look for it. Maybe, sabi ko nga, in the favorite of the refrain, in the fullness of God's time, we might be able to get it. Gusto ko mag-iwan ng 50. Kasi kung yung 50, hindi nila maubos yan. Because that is intended for a higher learning na. Libre naman ngayon. So, Sunny has to sit on his ass thinking every night, anong gawin niya to. Kasi universal education ngayon. Pag sinabi, libre. Kaya mas gusto ko yung maraming bugoy. Kaya kung hindi na mag-aral, mas minus gastos natin. May, saan ba yun ako nagsabi na talking about masteral? Sabi ko, so how many years did you finish? So I took masters, gano'n. Sabi, so almost 7 years. Sabi ko, pareha pala tayo. Sabi niya, kumuha ka rin ng masters? No, hindi. 7 years ako sa high school. Nauna na ito rin sana, nag-graduate na lang kung saan-saan. Ako, nag-aaral pa, let's say. Pero okay rin ang master's degree. As you can see, Gade, Bright, valedictorian, Sunny, pero mga bata-bata ko lang yan. When they're all working for me. It's good to have a masteral even in high school. Okay. Salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we request our President to remain on stage for a photo opportunity. May we call on PCC